Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm just a builder. It's been a while since the last video. Everything's just been kind of hectic, to be quite honest. Job, everything. Not sure kind of demographic is watching my videos, but if it's anyone around my age, around the early Gen Z, if you will. If you're working, you're having your own hard time. I understand. I've got my own hardships, if you will. It's been a rough couple of days, I'll just tell you that. I won't turn this into a therapy video. I guess I just want to share a little bit. Anyone who's around my age, I understand. With all our difficulties, those of us who we try to do a good job at work. You know, you try to be you try to do your job right. And even then, you've still got people. If you work in the retail section, I understand a lot of that. I've been working retail now for over a year at this job. Come across a lot of people. For me, whenever it gets confrontational a little bit, everything within me starts shaking up. And a lot of other things, a lot of other external factors. It's not the first time. It brought me down to this kind of area in my life where everything just feels, I don't know. Maybe it brings me into a depressed part of my life. I've gone through these episodes a lot of times, and a lot of it's of my own volition. Let's turn the camera down here. A lot of it's of my own volition, doing screwed up stuff. So, for the past couple of days, I've just been sitting, doing nothing really. Trying to figure out where to go next, trying to, I don't know. Pardon my language, but where the hell do I go from here? Where the hell do I go from this area to that area? Bunch of other shit stuff. This is the center console we're working on here. I was fiddling with this, the grill area, and this popped off, this piece right here. So I had to glue it back. Had to put some glue right underneath this piece right here, this bottom one, right up in here, right up under here, and also get some more on the sides as well. But these days you see a lot of videos, and I was watching a video on this, how you see a lot of content about Gen Z, my generation, a lot of depression, anxiety, and a bunch of other stuff. And be quite honest, some of it is, he was talking about how some of it is just AI bullshit, Google and stuff, but there are a few outliers there. There's a couple of people, they've talked about things about my generation. I was born in 2001, and You know what? One thing you hear about folks of my generation, or even a couple years before Gen Z, nowadays, is that they want to get married. They want to get married. Me too. I wish I could get married. You have a lot of people out there. I'm not sure exactly what my... I think I know what my circumstances are. I guess I just don't want to share them, to be quite honest. Where's it? But retail is a bitch. It steals your soul. It brings you down very, very low. You have the impulse to want to yell at free customers and shit. You want to tell them to shut the hell up, and you try to move them along as quickly as you can. And there are people you come across who you just try to be as nice as you can, but it's a detriment. Where's the hook and all? I thought there was some... Well, I think I found it. It's not there. I came at a customer pretty hard. If I had to do it again, I'd do it. If I had a do-over, I'd do the same thing again. Decided to leave his friggin' car. But while it was still pumping, I came at him pretty hard. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. I went through it over my head and again. One of the gals there, she told me that he's called me a psychopath, and I said, you know what, fuck him. You know, people say be nice or whatever, but honestly, there are sometimes I'm done being nice. So why are you like that? I don't know. It's kind of weird. You got little stubs. Not that. You got little stubs right there. Come on. Which don't look like they should be there. I'll probably carve them off and then paint it, obviously. Yeah. Flat black. No. No, some of these people, they piss you off so much you just want to punch them. Sometimes you're about ready to walk out of the store. Come on. Crumbs. Oh, there you are. But there were other contributing factors to my state that I am in right now. That brought me really low. And it was of my own doing, no one else's. So, here I am trying to pick up pieces of everything. Sad to it crossed my mind several times this week of wanting to do more YouTube, but also work was one of those existential things that stopped me. There were a few other things. Work was not one of them. People sleeping right above you. You know, come December 27th this year, I'd been closing the store for a year. Our job. The year-end meeting. I've talked about my job a couple of times. Quick Trip. And you know, the job. Yes, is the job even worth it sometimes? I've taken off vacations earlier, I think it was this year or maybe it was last year. They've trained other people to come on board for to help close the store, and I've been working with another gal, and I just wonder, it's like, why is it always me? Why is it always me? Why me? Why me? And I couldn't even answer that, and I don't know if anybody can answer that question. I'm looking for black, flat black. So where's the paintbrush? Not that one. I'll go with this one. I rarely use this one. It's got a nice fine point on it. I know it's blurry. I know the camera's blurry, but it's hopefully it will help here. Let's get this here. I do want to do more YouTube. I want to bring you guys more videos to watch. I really do. Maybe I'm just trying to please everyone by not doing my videos. I'll take the little tweezers here. So, that's my thing. I've been working on a few other things outside of the videos. I've been working on the big enterprise there. It's mostly put together, it's just missing a 6 pieces. Unless there's something else. 6 pieces, decals. That's pretty much it. I hope to have it together here soon where I can put it next to the other ones. And then I thought about, it popped in my mind for a little bit, of getting a refit enterprise in about the same scale. That way I can have every type of scale, the 1/2500 scale, the 1000 scale, the 1/650th scale, I believe it is. So I bought a couple of other models. Let's actually show you. Can't see, it's right behind me. But y'all ever heard of blockies? These guys. Let's turn the camera around here. Here we go, blockies. I know it's a little bit weird with the picture and everything and all the reflective paneling, but this is the Dark at the Moon Optimus Prime with his jetpack and his arm cannons. I also got the boxes in here. I got the 07 Megatron. I got the 07 Optimus. I built Megatron last night, actually very, very early this morning. And today I got a couple other ones. I got Rise of the Beasts, Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee. Again, both from Rise of the Beast movie. And when I first got both Optimuses,
I got a couple of new model kits that are going to be built off to the side, but I got 70s F250, Ford F250, which is Mobius models, actually. Mobius models, if you probably might not remember this, but actually, that Hudson Hornet right there is a Mobius models kit. And I was actually surprised that I got this, like, huh. I surprised myself in that fact. The other model kit that I got is one I've been looking at for a while. It's not anything for car. Well, it is for cars, but it's a cool one, honestly. So, whenever I start doing that, I'll probably show off a video or something about it. Some of these kits, there won't be a video series or anything. There's a guy on YouTube, his whole shtick is the 70s Ford pickup. Different options, different trim packages, different colors and all. It's actually a really, really cool one. I imagine that Firestone, one I picked up some time ago, probably falls within that realm of his. Let's start with the engine here. This whole spruce tree here is just for the engine. That's honestly kind of cool how it's on the spruce tree. Some of these kits gotta go looking around different spruces just for the engine. And interesting thing about Mobius models, their boxes. If you pick one up and try to shake it, you can feel it's all packed in there. It's actually kind of nice. Show you the Enterprise here. Here she is. I put tape around these pieces. If any of you ever built the 1/6 this version, at least between this version and the 1/1000 scale, the Broussard collector and this piece right up in here, as you can see the little bit of outline right there, and the 1/1000 scale version, that's all one piece, but this is two parts, so I had to use tape to keep it glued on. But funny enough, I found little outlines on the nacelle, and both nacelle sides and the Broussard collectors. You have little etch marks where it's supposed to fit into, kind of like a grid line, if you will. You have where to fit it, how high how far forward. That was actually kind of nice to find. Okay. Honestly, I think I'll throw this one in. So we just we did all this here. Let's point the camera down. Hopefully I got this in the thing. Okay, so we got this whole piece in here. That's for the armrest. We got the actual armrest piece here, and we got the stick and that paint. I don't feel much of it, but it's just a little bit of it. You can feel it. It's almost dry, like 99%, 98%, 99%, but you can tell it's still not dry. So there is a little spot on here, as you can tell. Still, I took off that little area right there. So honestly, I ain't gonna worry about that, to be quite honest. It's just one of those things. So we're just gonna leave that spot as it is. We'll pick this up here. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see it. Oh. Come on, baby. Okay, it's a little off kilter, but I should be able to. Got it. That's that. That's all for that. Yeah.
Just gonna let that sit. Now this guy right here, there's one thing that should fit somewhere around here, but it's not, and I ain't exactly sure how that's gonna fit. Because if you look here,
That little guy right there.
an interesting thing, honestly. And my pen. Okay, that's there, 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 and there. Still got G and E. Use that middle part. I'm mumbling to myself. I guess in all this, I really want someone to talk to. Maybe that's what's kept me sane sometimes. Probably a few other external factors. And also, I'd like to welcome I think it was our 18th channel member. Not channel member, 18th or 19th subscriber. I forget. I apologize. But welcome aboard. Thank you. And I want to thank you for being someone you can subscribe to. Thank you. Just most days you have. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's, I guess in the grand scheme of things, is the people like me. Maybe they're watching me right now. Other people like me. It's just nice to have someone to be here and listen. Come on. Okay. So just flash. All right. When you spray paint your tools, beware of stuff coming off, particularly this one. This is where it's all coming from. Probably the other one as well. Or this one. Yeah, you. So, we got that in. Let's see how you fit. You fit very, very well, my friend. Yeah, you're pretty snug, at least on that side. Alright, let's see how that seat fits. Well, I have an idea about one detail to this. I paint the seat belts.
As you see here, there's seat belts there.
I'll probably just paint them black. Just straight black and all flat black. Nothing else. What it did come with were seat belts. I'm gonna move that. Question of how they go is another thing. When you have roll cages, the logical thing is that it's a race car and you got to put your straps on and everything. I don't know. I may just leave it. We'll see, to be quite honest. And I apologize for my rant, my rant, basically. I just want to get it all off my chest. I know I'm not speaking loud enough, but hopefully a lot of you guys can hear me. I have that silver bit globes. Here we go. Okay, let's look at this here. Come on. Here we go. Give y'all a I'll give y'all a quick review on the Blockies figures. They're fun to build. They're not transforming. They're action figures. They're very, very fun to build. So, you ever get a chance, you see one of them. These ones, the ones at least I've got, are the classic class. Now they could range from about two. The highest they can get is about 7 inches tall. I think it was like the average height is 5 to 6, or is it 5 to 7? 5 to 7. But there could be a few others that are a little bit taller. So, Blockies does have a website. So look up. So it's not BLOCKEES. It's BLOKEES. Apologize. Let me. Let's see.
There you go. Blockies. BLOKEES.
So, if you're ever interested in getting one, I highly recommend them. I remember one day I actually got that 70s Ford Mobius one. The other kid I showed you, and 2 Blockies figures. I built Optimus Prime from the 07 movie, and I believe while I was doing that, I was either listening to Transformers music or watching the Transformers movies. I think I was having a really, really rough day that day, so I did that. And not to mention that last couple of days, actually last weekend, it just seemed like everyone and their mother was just coming in to buy stuff, and it was just non-stop. That, and of course we had our quick clean. Our quick clean is, I guess, basically the thing is, who's got the cleanest store it's stressful for a lot of us, myself included. How are you gonna go? Itty bitty thing. I don't know. But it's more stress than I've ever had in my life, honestly. Top a few other things, but I'm trying to pull through. So. Throw that in there. Come here. Grab my X-Acto knife. What I do is I close the store. I've been there since pretty much the very beginning, and doing that job is not for the faint of heart. There have been times where we have really, really wanted to close early, just get out of there an hour, maybe less than an hour early. It's like half hour early, 15 minutes early, but the only thing that's stopping is me, basically. Well, in physicality, if you think about it on the physical realm, it's me, but in the spiritual realm of all that, and me being, I know He exists, I know God exists, I know people don't believe in God, and that's okay. I will not force my religion upon you. I always said a couple of times, well, close 10 minutes early unless someone comes in, and someone does come in. There have been those times, and maybe that's God just saying, it's like, we'll close up at 11, make it a quick one. Make sure it helps passes the time. So he's there. Oh, you're gonna go on. Oh, that's where you're going. Oh, the front there. Right about there. Pardon me. This is just the firewall right behind the engine there. I should be turning that down. I really should get my paintbrush back. I've been doing it over a year. You know, you look back now and you're like, shit, how was I ever this strong to continue closing the stores for almost 12 months, for 10 months straight now? Almost 10 months, actually. The 27th this month would make 10 months. The 27th of this year is going to make 12 months, 1 year. Where's Flat Black? Son of a, pardon my language, son of a bitch, where'd it go? Come on. There you are. And sometimes we ask the question, why the hell are we closing at this time of day? I mean, why are we closing at 11 p.m. when there are times during the day where there's just nobody there? Yeah, it's a little sloppy. I'm not showing the camera. My apologies. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'll try to lean it up as best I could. There we go. Again, it's not the greatest paint job ever, but it gives the illusion, I guess. Get down the side here. Sometimes I wish I had a little stand where the claws would just clap right onto it, and then I could just start painting. Well, this is actually a pretty good spot if I don't get my head in the way. No, my head's not in the way. Okay. But again, a lot of us just wonder, why in the world are we closing up at this time? People get to go home. They get to go home. They get to enjoy a little bit more time than I do. I come home here. The thing that keeps me going are the cats. You got 6 kittens, 2 mama cats. Yeah, and that keeps me going. But another thing has made me think a little bit is our store. We sell lotto tickets in. For some dumbass reason, they gave us Christmas ones 2 freaking months early. And I'm like, really? It's not even Thanksgiving. And for some people who like to do it, it's not even Halloween for them. And you're doing Christmas stuff 2 fucking months early. You want to know something else? When I think about Christmas now, it makes me sad. Sad in the fact that both my grandparents are gone on my mom's side. No, not my mom's side, pardon me, on my dad's side. I'll never get those memories. My grandma on my mom's side is still here with us. He was 96 when he passed, you know. he got to see his great-great-grandchildren. I got a picture of him with his granddaughter, my sister, his great-grandson, my nephew. I'll tell people this a little bit. How many people here, how many people do you know whose grandparents got to meet their great-great-grandchild? Was it great-grandchild? Sorry. My head's a little mixed up with all that stuff. Not many people. Just thinking about a lot of things. Christmas being one of them. Now when the time comes, I'm gonna take work off. And I mean a lot of work off. They better not call me in on those days. Oh, there's both of them, all done up. Take off 2 weeks. People probably say, what about money and shit? I've got money. I got money saved up a little bit. Need to move money over. But I have money. I'll just wait another 2 weeks. Just continue to wait. It's a tool. It's a tool. Like a paintbrush, or a hammer, a screwdriver. It is used for many things. It's a powerful tool. It can be used for the greatest things or the most horrendous things, and for pleasures, and I've done a lot of those. It's a tool, pleasure things, and horrendous things. Horrendous things I'm not proud of. Sometimes I wish there was just someone I could talk to. I know there's you guys. You know, I said earlier that I'm not sure what's the age group on my videos. I know there's a few older folks in there, but to any of those young guys, any of those young folks watching mine, you see a lot of my generation and your generation. Talking to younger folks here. I'm Gen Z, and then you have Gen Alpha. There's some good people in Gen Z, but it seems like there's not a lot. And then you look at the other part of my generation, Gen Z. Bunch of retarded kids. Just really, come on, guys. You make me want to punch you. And you look at Gen Alpha. I've been looking at a lot of Gen Alpha. Some of these kids, like, oh, come on, guys. You hear about. Again, I don't see much of them. So, if there are some of you kids out there of my generation, of the next generation, if you've got a good head on you, keep it. Keep that head screwed on the right way, not the other way around. You might find better life opportunities than I am. Just coasting, honestly. Talking just about a coworker. I was like, I'm just coasting, waiting to see what shows up. So. I don't think I'll put these on. I really don't know. It's like they had these in here, but then they forgot to add extra parts or extra instructions or something. I'm gonna leave these off. Roll cage. Probably keep as well. Maybe. Pardon me. Grab this one. Ramps. Okay. See what you're gonna look like in there. What do you look like? Okay, so on the back here,
It shows whereabouts the seatbelts would be sitting.
again, with those, we'll see what happens. Let's throw that one in there. Come on. So, let's see. Oh, shoot. Come on. Okay, let's see what's going on. Come on. It's kind of weird. Again, mentioned this several times. 50-year-old kit and all. I think I'll keep the roll bar cage off. I'll definitely paint the back seats orange. I'll get back to painting these seats too. 43 minutes. Haven't done much. I know it's sounded like an entirely rant video, and yes, it has. You'd be right to make that assumption. Let's pull the thing down. That's not too bad. I'll paint. They have these little, dang, what are they called? It keeps the hood down. That was the predecessor to modern day hood locks, which you just push down and it clips into place. These ones were pins, cotter pins with rope on them, just like some sort of a metal wire, heavy duty, very, very heavy duty. Just plug it in. The hood may rattle a little bit, but it's not gonna pop up on you. So, what am I looking for? Let's do a little bit more work here. G from Solar. There's aluminum. Come on, give me chrome silver. There's metallic silver. Chrome silver. No, here's chrome silver. And it happens to be, you know, I'm not sure what's... It doesn't want to come off the paintbrush, I'll say that about Tamiya's. Maybe I'm doing something wrong or something, but who knows. So, we're going to paint up the steering wheel here. Okay, the prongs here, the 3 prongs, those will be painted chrome silver, and then the shaft here and the centerpiece, or the horn would usually be, that'll be painted the flat black color. That'll be in the next video. Alright, let's get a paintbrush. Alright. Okay. Wish I had some music going. I do want to try out other music. Free music that doesn't have YouTube copyright or any other copyright on it, just music that I could find. I could probably look it up and bring my computer down here and have it play over. Hopefully my head's not in the way. Go away. Flies. Go away. Hey. Come That's not perfect. Ah, car. Come here. There you go. There you are. Get up to the camera a little bit more. There we go. Again, it's not perfect, right? By any sort of scales, but it gets the job done. There we go. So just keep that right there. Okay. Just gonna wash our brush. Get out of here, you dumb thing. See how this is gonna fit. And all this is just test fit stuff. Fit pretty well right there. Yeah. It fit pretty well. Get out of here. Wouldn't look too bad. Wouldn't look too bad of an engine. Or a vehicle car for that matter. So, well, when that time comes, that time will come. It'll be interesting to get it right into here. And just make sure that position is correct in all regards. So, everything's almost done. Just got decals left. Again, kind of mirroring this after the Lee. Gotta figure out what flag. So it'd be a grant, general grant. You gotta figure out the flag, the date, and that's so. But yeah, again, I still fully intend to build you guys the 1/2500 scale refit Enterprise. There's nothing real going on with it. Nothing really new going on with the channel. Just I poke at stuff here and there down when I sit down here. I really don't do much of anything else except build stuff that I want to build. So I hope I can get on a better schedule with this channel for all you guys out there who are watching. I apologize I haven't been on what feels like months.
or eternity for that matter. Again, life just kicks you in the ass so hard. You don't know if you. I don't know if there are times I don't know if I could get back up or whatever. It's just you hate it. You hate it a lot of times, and even more so, you just say I don't like it. Then you walk into work and it's like, oh, this bitch again. Not the person, but same shit, different day. SSDD. That acronym. So, the only thing I haven't thought about in a while, but I've been thinking about it recently, is my truck. They still have not gotten back to me on that. So, I know where I need to get all of my parts from. I know if I really wanted to, I could get another crankshaft. Just like, I'll take my crankshaft back. The only thing I probably do is just pay him for at least having it, so their work doesn't go undone. I don't know. Just at least pay him. I was gonna give him a call today, but it just. Anywho, got nothing else to talk about. Only a few parts left to blue. I do want to still do. I still want to do decals. Now this little speedometer piece or whatever it is could. I really don't know what it is. Honestly, I don't know where it goes. Instructions don't really provide much detail for that. I may just keep it off. Maybe toss it in a little baggie or something. I really don't know. And just stick with what odometers are on here, because it looks like you have obviously your miles per hour, your speedometer, and your tachometer. That's the one, the tachometer. Because that's what most cars really have, just two odometers, speedometer and a tachometer. So there's, I don't know why this one's there. Maybe it's for something else. I really have no other clue. I may just throw it back in the box again, maybe in the bag, and then just throw decals on there. I do have this it's a Mr. Mark Setter. It's for decals. One thing I was thinking about it when I was thinking about doing decals, I said to myself, I need to look up and see how it all works. So I hope to, and to be honestly, I want to do videos so bad some days. Like, he's already in bed whenever I come home around 11:30 or so, and sometimes I just want to say, fuck it. I come home at 11:30. I want to do something to clear my head, and that's kind of sometimes the only thing. That's pretty much it. Doing these videos is what's helped me a lot of the times. And for that, I'm grateful. I'm able to talk to you guys a little bit, even though we're not speaking through comments or anything. I'm able just to talk to you guys and build my mouths at the same time. It's either me holding myself back from doing the things I want to, or I'm just trying to respect people. I don't know. It's just other people get more sleep than I do. They have their work days are a little bit different than mine. So I'm sorry for if it seems like a long rant. Probably may seem I haven't been in front of the camera for a while, and it has. And for me, it's just easier to talk to strangers who I don't see face to face. That helps me a little bit. So, but I will try to make a video at least once a week. I will try to stick to that, even if I have to piss him off. I don't know. He gets to come home earlier than I do, so an hour, several hours early. He's got more friends than I do, and I've got, well, you have work acquaintances and whatnot, but I really have, I think I've got one friend, I don't know, haven't talked to her in a while. But these days I feel like it's just me and God a lot of the times. And that's a lot. That's another thing that's really kicking my generation in the knees, is the loneliness epidemic, as they want to call it, or whatever. And yeah, a lot of us guys are lonely. We're by ourselves. So, in light of all this, for all you guys, thanks for sticking by. Thanks for sticking to this channel. You probably could have left a long time ago, and I want to say thank you for all you guys who are just, if you're just watchers or subscribers, thanks. I know it sounds like I'm bitching a lot of the times, and it probably is. Maybe I just want to talk to somebody else a lot of the times, I guess. So, thanks for sticking by. We thank you. I honestly can't wait to see what it's going to look like in the end. There. Let's pop that on here. I popped it on a couple of times. There we go. Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. Not that. Come on. Trying to balance it out. Come on. Right there. There we go. Check it out. That's about what it's going to look like. Hood. Almost. But, so, I know I am a little slow on this. Maybe I'm just used to going at things at my own pace, wanting just to tinker around. But I hope to do more and more here. Kind of pick up, maybe not pick up the pace in a bad way, but pick up the pace in a sense that I do want to build. So with all that, to all my subscribers, to all my viewers, to all you guys out there, thanks for sticking by me, even through my rants and everything, and practically everything. Thank you. So with all that, I know other times I'd leave in a word of prayer. I think this time, it's more, not only just a thank you to you guys, but thank you to God. Thank you to Him. A lot of times, even in my even a lot of dark moments, it's been Him. It's been Him a lot of the times, and I fail to recognize that. Even other days, I forget to even recognize it. So, thank you to you guys all, and thank you to God. Thank you, God. So with all that, thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one. Hopefully, a couple more paint applications of the steering wheel, the firewall, decals on this guy, maybe a little bit of detail in here. So, if any at all, 2 more paint applications and 2 decals. So maybe 1, maybe 2, possibly 3. No more than 3 videos after this. That is all I have to say. Thank you all. Have a great night and get some sleep. I know a lot of times I get good sleep, but I'm still waking up tired more. So
hopefully y'all get some good sleep. Listen to music or whatever that helps you get through your days. I know people will say talk to somebody if you're having a hard time. Gotta be honest. If you really wanted to, if you don't want to. For me, this is why I do it. I don't like talking to people about this whole thing. Talking in front of a camera. Even if it's just starting a YouTube channel, I highly recommend it. A couple of guys out there, there's Paulie Walnuts, Mark's Gaming, there's a few other guys that popped up here and there. Just said, go ahead, start one, and I did. So I want to thank those guys as well. They really push, their videos push me out there a little bit. So y'all ever have that inkling, just go ahead. All you need is a phone. Talk about something that you like. And this is me. I'll talk about work. I talk about these models. I talk about a lot of things. And this is what helps me. So thank you guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. Get some good sleep, even if you feel crappy in the morning. Hopefully y'all get some good sleep. Alright, I'm out of here. Peace.